Have you ever judged someone before knowing the full truth? Have you ever believed a rumor, only to realize later that what you heard was never real? That's the silent danger we all face, the poison of false knowledge. You see, ignorance can be corrected through learning, but false knowledge destroys from the inside. It blinds you with arrogance. It convinces you that you're right, even when you're far from the truth. In today's world, everyone wants to speak, but very few want to understand. Everyone wants to be right, but very few want to be fair. And the result? We end up condemning others based on half-truths, on whispers, on what someone said. But remember this: facts are not what you hear. Facts are what you witness. Facts are not rumors. They are reality seen through the eyes of truth. And when you act on false knowledge, you don't just harm others, you destroy your own integrity. Every time you speak without understanding, you build walls of judgment instead of bridges of wisdom. Every time you point fingers without knowing, you lose the chance to learn what really matters. So before you condemn, pause. Before you repeat what you've heard, ask yourself, do I know this, or did I just hear this? Because repeating lies doesn't make you powerful. It makes you part of the problem. The truly wise are not those who know everything. They are the ones humble enough to admit they don't. The strongest minds listen more than they speak. They seek truth before opinion. They learn before they judge. So I challenge you today. Seek truth, not gossip. Seek understanding, not assumption. Be the person who verifies before you vilify. Because knowledge is light, but false knowledge, it's darkness pretending to shine. When you learn to question before believing, when you learn to think before reacting, that's when wisdom begins. Don't let false knowledge shape your world. Let truth build your character. Because in the end, the person who knows the truth walks in peace. The one who spreads lies walks in shadows. And you were born to live in light. Seek truth, speak truth, and the world will remember your voice as one that lifted, not one that destroyed. Have you ever noticed how fast people judge, how quickly they decide who's right and who's wrong without ever hearing the full story? Rumors, gossip, half-truths, they travel faster than light and destroy faster than fire. But here's the truth. Behind every rumor, behind every whispered story, there's a version you haven't heard and a truth you haven't seen. In a world where everyone wants to talk, very few actually want to understand. People love to tell stories, but not everyone tells the truth. And sometimes, the person telling you the story is the real problem. You see, it's easy to judge from the outside. It's easy to believe what sounds dramatic, to take sides when you've only heard one voice. But real wisdom, real maturity, is knowing that there's always more than one side to every story. Pause. Reflective tone. Be smart enough to pause before you believe. Be wise enough to seek facts before you form opinions. Because when you rush to judge someone based on what you've heard, you may not just be wrong, you might be destroying someone's peace, someone's reputation, someone's life. The truth is never loud. It doesn't shout. It doesn't beg to be heard. It waits, quietly, for those who have the strength to listen deeply and see clearly. So the next time someone brings you a rumor, the next time someone whispers in your ear about another person, ask yourself, what's their motive? What do they gain from telling me this? Because wise people don't carry gossip, they carry grace. They don't believe everything they hear. They seek what's real, and they don't join the crowd. They stand with truth, even if it means standing alone. You want to know who the strong ones are? They're not the loudest in the room. They're the ones who listen, observe, and choose silence until they know the facts. Don't let other people's opinions cloud your judgment. Don't Don't let gossip guide your truth. You owe it to yourself and to others to think, to question, and to understand. Because at the end of the day, rumors fade, lies collapse, and only the truth stands unshaken. Be the one who stands with truth. Be the one who rises above the noise. And remember this, great souls don't speak to destroy, they speak to heal. They don't spread hate, they spread light. So rise higher than gossip, live above judgment, and let your character, not your opinion, be the loudest thing about you. You can paint me however you want. You can label me, judge me, twist my story, if that helps you sleep better. But let me make one thing clear. My heart is good, my intentions are pure, and my loyalty unbreakable. Because I've reached a point in my life where I no longer need to prove who I am. I don't need validation from anyone. I know what I bring to the table, and I'm no longer sitting at tables where my presence isn't valued. Pause. Soft background music builds. People often mistake silence for anger, but I'm not mad. I'm just done. Done dealing with chaos that steals my peace. Done chasing connections that don't feed my soul. Done giving love to people who don't know how to love back. You see, there comes a moment when you stop explaining yourself. You stop begging to be understood. You stop fighting for spaces that were never meant for you. It's not bitterness. It's clarity. It's the moment you finally understand your worth and decide that your peace matters more than your pride. I'm not mad. I'm just finished. Finished dealing with one-sided relationships. Finished overextending myself for people who wouldn't lift a finger for me. Finished giving chances to those who only see my kindness as weakness. And here's the truth. When I walk away, it's not out of anger. It's out of self-respect. Because the moment you realize your energy is sacred, you stop giving it to people who drain it. Family, friend, relationship, it doesn't matter. If you're abusing my loyalty, you've already lost me. I don't slam doors, I just close them quietly and never look back. This is growth. This is peace. This is power. It's not about being cold-hearted. It's about protecting your heart. It's about knowing when to stop watering dead plants. It's about realizing that not everyone deserves access to you. So, to anyone listening right now, if you've been carrying the weight of toxic people, false stories, or one-sided love, let this be your reminder. You don't have to stay angry. You just have to be done. Because peace doesn't come from fixing others. It comes from freeing yourself. And the moment you choose peace over drama, truth over lies, and self-respect over approval, you win. So paint me however you want. Tell your version of the story. Judge me if you must. But know this, I stand tall in who I am. I walk away with peace, not pain. And I'll always choose growth over gossip, silence over noise, and peace over everything. Because I'm not mad, I'm just done. And that is my power.